Welcome back, Commanders. My name's Steve and this is Command Centre Wargaming. So we've got some more awesome news, basically coming off our other video we just did. Today we're going to talk about the new Space Marine Captain, the Ultramarine Captain, that was actually announced just before that rules leak, which the video I just covered. But we're going to check it out anyway, basically because it's pretty freaking epic. All right, I thought he was Sergeant Tellion at first. But it doesn't look like he is Sergeant Tellion. He looks like he's his own dude. And his name is Captain Acheran. Alright, Acheran. I wonder if that has anything to do with being an archer and shooting long range. I don't know. But he's looking pretty fantastic, pretty boss. He's got like this sort of like bolter carbine with like a silencer or something on the front. I don't know if that's really going to be a silencer, but it certainly looks like one. It could just be for aesthetics, but we'll have a closer look at him later. But I just wanted to say quickly, just to reply to Doc Valiant there in the comments. Doc Valiant and I were just having a quick few words over there on my last video, and I was just saying that it's very suspicious, you know, like when these leaks come out. And Doc Valiant was just saying that it's so true. He says that, like, you know, it's funny that like these leaks always come out just before stuff's about to be released. Like, you would think that like if stuff was going to be released, leaked by accident, it would have been like leaked out like 2 years ago when like the stuff was planned. But like super conveniently, we always get these leaks just as stuff's just about to be released. So it's like, as Doc and I have been talking about, like, it's like, you know, it's a pretty sound hypothesis to basically estimate that GW might be behind these leaks. I also find it very sort of convenient that it always seems to be brought to attention by like one particular YouTuber who always seems to just miraculously get this information just before it gets posted or when it gets posted. And that like same YouTuber like always receives free stuff from Games Workshop. So I don't know, like I don't care, whatever. It's pretty funny, but it definitely, I don't know. I think it's pretty sus. I don't think these are leaks. I think, well, they are leaks, but I think that they're Games Workshop orchestrated leaks for sure. All right. But anyway, enough of that. We're going to talk about Captain Acheran today. That was his name, wasn't it? Captain Acheran. Acheran. Okay. So yeah, essentially he's one of the Vanguard Marines. Okay. He's sort of like rolling around with the Eliminator teams and stuff like that. He's got the Phobos armor as well. So, you know, I believe that he might be able to teleport in 9 if we're going anything by the rules leaks that have come out. But I'm not 100% sure, so we'll just have to wait and see, you know, how it looks when the rule comes out. But he's looking really good. Like, I'm really liking his beard and sort of like his headdress and all that kind of stuff. He's kind of got this servo skull here with this like computer readout, giving him the infos and stuff like that, which is really, really cool. Yeah, so essentially what's going on is with the Marines here, these Vanguard Marines. The Vanguard Marines are basically like this sort of like deep strike reconnaissance force. They literally go in to bust up, you know, the chaos invasions behind the enemy lines and stuff like that. And they're sent in early, like as a preemptive strike force, to sort of like hit soft targets, you know, before like, you know, the main Primaris force arrives, you know. So I believe we all know this has been a backstory. So, you know, these guys are basically sent in to destroy the flesh vats, the flesh factories. All right. So here we have some more side views or back views of the captain. Right, you can see he's got this really, really awesome camo cloak here going on. You know, he's basically a really cool pose. I like it. You know, he's like pointing, you know, he's pointing up with his gun, so he's a leader. And, you know, he's also got a cloak here, but according to the leaked rules, he doesn't get that 2+ cover save, apparently. You know, so we'll just have to check that out. Apparently, it's only the librarian that gets that from memory. But I mean, look, guys, the rules are leaks anyway, so like, who knows at this point, right? But we're just checking him out just quickly. I'll just give you some of my thoughts on him. You know, it's a really nice detail there. You know, it's sort of like the bolt shell hanging off the clip there. You know, it's sort of like this really unique backpack, this antenna out there, which is showing you that, like, you know, he's receiving radio signals, he's receiving transmissions, and, you know, I think that might have something to do with the fact that he's going to be probably deep striking in. You can check this out, he's got his helmet there, and it's very interesting to note that his helmet has that same sort of like front grille that the Vanguard Marines have. And I can sort of see he's got these little canisters as well on the side of his helmet, which are looking pretty boss. So he's really going to fit in there with the other Vanguard Marines, you know. And these guys, these Vanguards, you know, I'm thinking they're going to be kind of like your new tactical Marines, essentially. I can really see like a range reboot coming on here with these guys. So it's going to be pretty cool. He also comes with a knife. Check out the previous video and the rules description for those. And he's got the Reaver rules of that, apparently, according to the leaks. Again, take it all with a grain of salt. And basically, yeah. So now, is it on the right side this time? Unlike Savina Rain or whatever her name was. With his pistols on this side. So we all know GW have this habit of like putting the sword on the right. I think it's actually on the correct side this time. He could sheave it, yeah, because he could sheave it in the other arm. That would make sense. So I think they've actually got it right this time. So correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, everybody. You always do. But that's pretty cool. And yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just go, for anyone who wants to basically stick around for my narration through this, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to post a link to the article down below. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy the content. We post regular Warhammer news, reviews, and updates extremely regularly. Okay, so yeah, so as you surely know by now, the incredible new battle box Warhammer 40,000 Shadowspear is on its way yesterday, and we revealed more about Nemegeist. Once the industrial jewel of the Crown of Vigilus system and introduced the villainous mastermind behind its corruption, today it's the turn of the story's heroic protagonist and commander of the Strike Force Shadowspear. Alright, so Strike Force Shadowspear, the Vanguards. Sorry, Doc, I just closed the message down there. I just saw it. I'll go through, I'll reply to you in a second. I'll just get this video done, my man, and I'll get into it. Firing off the comments there, Doc, thank you so much. It's just funny because like I put the last video up and I literally refreshed the page and like Doc had already thumbs it up and commented twice. Thanks, man, appreciate it. It's really awesome. Helps channel massive, guys, because if YouTube see that like people are loving the content, which they are, then it boost us up. So keep coming, guys. Now, I often get asked, so like, Steve, like, you know, how can I help the channel and all that kind of stuff? I want to donate this, I want to donate that. Guys, you don't have to donate anything, okay? It's not a channel like that. You know what I mean? Like, just the way you can help the channel is just by telling your friends, getting them to subscribe, commenting, likes, watching stuff. That's how you can basically help us. You can help us grow. And, you know, once we're over 1,000 subscribers, I could probably try to get some, you know, sort of like investors onto it and stuff like that, or sponsors. So that's basically how, you know, how you can help. But anyway, Vanguard Forces, let's have a talk about these guys. Vanguard Space Marines are elite reconnaissance troops trained to operate without support across the deadliest frontiers of the galaxy, clad in lightweight power armor and equipped with weapons perfectly optimized for covert warfare. Vanguard warriors fight as the tip of the Adeptus Astartes spear. Now, I assume these guys are all in this Phobos armor, and you can tell the Phobos armor from what I can gather so far by the by their shoulder pads, by that sort of like lip in their shoulder pads there. Alright, so ranging far ahead of their battle brothers, they drop behind enemy lines, deep inside hostile territory. Once in position, they launch a campaign of total devastation against the enemy. Every component of the opposing war machine is taken apart piece by piece, so surgical strikes, guys. Communications are severed, key commanders assassinated, supply caches demolished, and morale drained away by unrelenting terror strikes. Would Chaos really give a crap about morale? I don't know, but whatever, it's still awesome. When the enemy are all but beaten, the Vanguard Space Marines emerge from the shadows to deliver the killing strike. And then I imagine that's when, you know, Calgar and Robbie G come. Robbie G comes with all his bling and starts cutting it sick, and with his supreme bling, and hammering it. But in the meantime, these are like the the unknown heroes of Vigilus, because apparently they all are MIA, according to the fluff. So first of the Vanguard Space Marines of Strikeforce Shadowspear hail from the Ultramarines 2nd Company and fought with distinguished honour alongside Rabute Gilliman, himself at the forefront of the Indomitus Crusade. Captain Acheran, a cunning and decisive leader whose actions have earned him numerous battle honours, was handpicked by Manaris Calgar to lead the covert investigation on Nemnogeist. So Nemnogeist being basically that sort of flesh fat factory forge planet that Chaos have infiltrated on a moon of Vigilus. If you want to know more about that, check out my other video on the Shadowspear Nemnogeist update, where we talk about that Vosh Soul Drinker guy as well, who's the chief possessed demonkin sorcerer guy with the awesome rod with the ram on it. Okay, awesome. So a modest tactician, a modest Tactern commander, Captain Acheran has found the clandestine operations of the Vanguard Space Marines perfectly suited for his skills. Rather than rely on zealous auditory, Acheran prefers to let his actions and astonishing marksmanship do the talking. So what they're saying here is like, you know, he's not like the guy from the Dawn of War cutscene, you know, in the first one, where like the orcs charge in, you know, and then he comes up with his chainsaw and blah, blah, and then he charges everyone. This guy's kind of like, I'm the man. Kind of like Enemy of the Gates kind of stuff. Even though it looks like he's pretty vocal to me on his model, he's like full yelling, he's pointing with his finger. Like, I'm just like, you know, if he was like non-vocal, wouldn't he be sitting there going like Mr. Spock or something? Anyway, whatever. Even while the fiercest battles rage about him, Acheran remains a picture of serene calmness. Not by the model, guys. He's looking pretty aggro right there. Delivering curt orders to his warriors while blasting enemy commanders from their feet with dead-eye shots from his master-crafted bolt carbine. It's with good reason that the marksman's honour hangs from the forestock of the captain's firearm. Wonderful. All right, so there we go. Not a terrible amount of information here, everybody, but, you know, still some new stuff. So I wanted to cover it. I know it's a few hours old now, guys, but, you know, I wanted just to give my opinions on it and stuff like that as well. And we've got to have Captain Acheran on the channel here in one of the videos, so it's really cool. Upon Strikeforce Shadowspear's clandestine is sent to the surface of Nemnogeist, it immediately became apparent that the world had fallen. The Black Legion had conquered Nemnogeist and transformed it into a production line for the creation of corrupt war machines, the likes of which even a veteran of Acheron's experience had never seen. Entire districts had been given over to the industrialization of ritual sacrifice, and he could taste the unmistakable taint upon the warp of the polluted air. Worst of all, Acheran knew beyond any doubt that Nemnogeist was beyond saving, but it could be avenged. Alright, so having gathered his elite Vanguard forces to him, Acheran formulated a detailed battle plan to secure the destruction of Black Legion's stronghold, the Forge Infernus. He will not stop in his efforts, fully aware of the danger possessed to Vigilus and the entire Necroman Gauntlet should the Black Legion's presence there be allowed to grow unchallenged. Acheran is represented by a captain in Phobos armor, which is usable by many Space Marines. That's a very important point there. Chapters along with other Vanguard units in the set will have more details on Phobos armor, along with loads of other information about Warhammer 40,000 Shadowspear over the coming weeks and days. So be sure to keep your auto lenses demonically enhanced, vision, okay, stay tuned. Okay, there's going to be more stuff. So just a little bit of a point there, everybody. So it looks like, as I was saying in the last video when I was talking about the leaked rules and, like, you know, what's in the box and that kind of stuff, it kind of looks like, you know, Phobos armor is a thing now. So, you know, that's basically it. And as only Adonis was saying as well, this is only the first half of the second wave. We're also expecting some transports coming down and some other stuff like that. Rest assured, Games Workshop will pop in and do all these multi-kits and stuff as well with them. So yeah, definitely exciting, guys, everybody. All right, listen, yeah, keep rolling, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully I'll be able to get a day off, unless Games Workshop pumps something else out, or unless there's another leak, which would be awesome. But if not, I'll try to get out a video tomorrow and see what happens. All right, everybody, Steve from Command Centre Wargaming. I'll see you soon.